Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for American Horror Story Season 4, Episode 6, Bullseye. I'm your host, Dom. With me is my co-hosts, Heather, Rachel, and Leonardo, a.k.a. Omikins. How's it going?
Fucking hungry.
Yeah?
I'm still tired.
You know what? You should go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere. I'll just will them to bring me some.
I mean, I still have some, you want some, I got some ranch dressing here. No? Anyway, what'd you guys think of this episode?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it got to a point where I was like, is Esmeralda really gonna do what it's like, it's kind of twisty. I was like, I don't know what's real and what's not. And then
Yeah, exactly. It was like, is that just dream or not a dream, but you know, is that just talking?
Yeah, those flashback forward side probably may happen backs are like, what is going on? Like,
yeah, it's really confusing.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna just say it. I am definitely not into this season
Really?
of American Horror Story. Anything close to what I was for Coven or for even the original, the first season.
Well, Coven is where like everybody jumped on the bandwagon for it, and like
Yeah.
all the hipsters are like, "Oh my god, I loved this before Coven."
I'm just
and if you didn't
really-
like Horror Story before Coven, then you don't even know what it is to be an American Horror Story fan.
Right. Like I'm really not as into this season as I was the rest of it.
I really liked Murder House. I think Asylum is my least favorite of the seasons.
Yeah, I didn't like Asylum at all.
This is probably my second favorite, and Coven is my third favorite so far.
And I can kind of agree. Now that Twisty's gone, there's that whole element that just kind of disappeared, and I'm like, you know, throw something at me that's interesting again, because I'm kind of getting like, it's like at this point. Like this episode was not.
We could
okay.
really use some more Twisty. We could really use some more Edward Mordrake.
Yeah.
Like bring those characters back.
I would love more of him.
From what I understand, though, we're not done with Mordrake. I thought we were, but from what I understand, we're not.
Interesting.
So from what I've been told, he's not done.
Okay.
I don't know how that's going to tie in when he's specifically supposed to be summoned on Halloween, but I guess we will find out.
Yeah.
May makes it Christmas. May they invited him for Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, wasn't there more
Or
than one
Thanksgiving.
performance happening?
There was the freak show
Halloween.
performance, and then there was Twisty's performance, and he only claimed one, but I kind of feel like it's been played by now. Like I don't think that you could use that loophole clause anymore. If he did it in the same night, you know, pulled somebody away in part 1 and then took somebody else in part 2 because of it, even though Twisty wasn't playing his thing till part 2, but I don't know. I don't know how they're going to tie this back in if they do tie it, but we desperately need them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Dandy is psycho, but he's not going to hold up the show in any which way or form.
No.
So, I mean, they do need to throw something more interesting back into the show. And they can't wait until the last couple episodes when freaking...
Neil Patrick Harris?
They can't wait.
NPH.
They can't wait that long.
Dandy is more that annoying person on there than scary. You're like,
Yeah.
if I saw you walking down the street, I'd slit your throat. Sorry.
I'm loving me some Dandy right now. Dandy, to me, is the most interesting part of the show at the moment.
I'm not
I
into
can't
Dandy
stand
at all.
him.
No.
Dandy's like one of those guys you love to hate.
I like the Stanley Esmeralda deal that's going on. That's the most interesting thing to
Stanley
me.
Esmeralda is interesting, but Dandy is just like... I had this moment when he's sitting there eating dinner and the new maid drops stuff off and he's just like, I liked Dora better.
Well, that's your own
And his
freaking fault, Dandy.
Mother just looks at him deadpan and goes, "Hindsight's 20/20."
I know the fact that she knew right off the bat that it was him is just like, you know something's wrong with your kid when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she must have the same kind of disorder, but
Well, it
backwards
wasn't
because
so-
she
well-
accepts it.
Yeah.
Well, she was talking about the inbreeding.
She
To
did.
keep money in the family. They married cousins. They married, siblings, and that's what happened.
Yep.
Eh.
I don't know, and then, like, we did get some depth to Dandy. Like, Dandy's sitting there saying how he's actually in love with the twins, and it took someone with 4 eyes and 2 hearts to make him feel, like, whole again, and, like, he actually feels normal in their presence, and, like, there was a lot of depth to that.
Yeah, I guess.
So they're not just, like, putting Dandy off as, like, this mental freak. The other ones are physical freaks. Dandy's the mental freak, right? But they're giving substance to him. Like, they're not just being like, oh, he's just a freak and deal with it. Like, they're actually giving him some depth, and that's what I like about Dandy. And he's unpredictable. He's extremely unpredictable. I mean,
That's not necessarily a good thing on his part, though.
no, it's not. But then what you even see, like, you see Bet kind of like she has this little thing for Dandy. She doesn't know any better, but she does. And then Dot likes Dandy for a completely separate reason. Right?
Money.
She wants to exploit him for the money.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to have this surgery, but then, he even brings up the surgery. He's bringing those conjoined twins to their attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Dandy wants the surgery to happen or if he wants them to stay that way. I mean, he talks about it because that's probably a way to, gain their interest and their trust.
Mm-hmm.
But in retrospect, I don't think he wants that to happen. I think he wants them to stay conjoined twins.
I think he does too.
Yeah. I don't know, but, Dot's...
Oh, it's weird.
Dot, come on.
But then, like, he goes, all right, I want to know more about you, Dot. Right? And Dot's like, nope, my secrets are my secrets. That's it, deal with it. And he goes, well, I want to play a little game. Let's tell each other secrets. And then he, like, confesses to a lie, right? He wasn't the one that killed Twisty. But he said he did to save those girls and make himself out to be the hero when he's really the one flipping out killing them, like assisting Twisty. And so after lying to her, Dot is still like, nope. I know that Jimmy was the hero, and I'm not telling you shit. Dandy fucking flips out. He goes ape
Just
shit.
a little bit. He throws a temper tantrum.
He does. He took his ball and he went home.
He didn't get his way, so he threw a temper tantrum. I mean, I deal with that all the time.
You deal with that all the time?
Yeah. I have
Holy.
I have a really tall, hairy kid that does it all the time, and then I have my daughter who does it all the time.
So
I've got
your
this tall, hairy
husband?
kid too.
Yes, that one.
I'm right there with her.
Don't look at me like that. I can see you on the other side of this monitor. You know damn well I'm talking about you. Tall, hairy kid.
Mm.
He looked at me.
I don't know. The whole Esmeralda Stanley thing. To me, it's just like, come on, get on with it.
Yeah.
It just seems so slow for me.
Stanley wants things to happen, but the
Yeah.
whole she has morals and she doesn't want to kill people for
No,
Well,
no.
Stanley
No.
specifically targets Jimmy first and foremost.
Yeah.
Right? And she's like, no. Like, she's conflicted. She has feelings for Jimmy. She doesn't have feelings for Jimmy. She doesn't know, like, what she wants out of this whole thing.
She has feelings for him, but she's afraid to have feelings for him because he is a freak.
Yeah.
Because back
He's
then,
the most
that's
normal of
socially
them all.
acceptable.
Because she's supposed to be there not to she's supposed to be
She's not
doing
supposed to
bad
be
things.
there to handle the merchandise.
Yeah, she's supposed to be there to ruin the merchandise, to exploit and to sell.
Mm-hmm.
make money off of them. Not.
So, like, Esmeralda's like, all right, so let's Jimmy would be noticed, let's pick a different target, somebody less noticed. So she picks Ma Petite. She's like, yeah, we'll take her. Nobody's gonna notice her, and if they do, we'll just shred up her clothes, throw them in the swamp, and say she got taken by an animal. Everybody will believe that. And Stanley's like, you know what? That's actually a good idea. You're a bit more of a psychopath than I thought you were.
She just wanted Stanley off her ass.
She wanted Stanley off Jimmy's ass more than anything.
More than one way.
So she goes. She sneaks into Ma Petite's room. She takes her to the barn in the middle of the night. She even puts her inside the glass tube. The big jar.
She got serious there.
I love all of a sudden we all turned into butterflies.
She got some serious nails, that girl.
She does. Do you think those are her real nails, or do you think
Probably.
they...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You don't think they're glued on?
Oh, no. She's all about the fashions.
But she gets the formaldehyde, and she can't pour it in there. She can't do it.
She's too trusting. So she's like, she trusts me, and this is just wrong.
Oh, she's like, you're pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You're beautiful. And that cute little voice. And she was just like, I'm melting.
I am a horrible, horrible person.
I can't do it.
I mean, this is a complete... Like, last week, Mike was talking about how he couldn't stand Esmeralda because he keeps thinking of Madison from last season, how she was just like a super bitch, and she kind of came in this season as a super bitch, but you're seeing in this, she has a heart. She actually has a heart now.
Yeah. She has feels.
She has feels.
She has feels.
The feels.
You have feels.
I do, and it's called hunger.
Hint, hint, Mike. Hint, hint.
So then she wants to run away with Jimmy. She's like, let's just get out of here. Let's go.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Why can't she get him to leave?
Well,
he kind of feels like he's the man of the house kind of thing.
yeah. I mean, with Elsa leaving, he's pretty much got the reins going right now.
Well, he said he had to do something before they would leave, so he went over to Dandy's house. So who knows what the hell that was all about?
Yeah.
I mean,
A little weird.
he was at the store when Dandy was in the store, and he saw that he was looking for 2 hairbrushes. He had 2...
no, that was Paul.
That was Paul.
That was Paul. Yeah, you're right.
And then Paul told Jimmy.
Yeah, probably.
No, he did.
Oh, did he? I missed that scene.
Yeah.
That might have been my
And then-
bathroom
and
break
then-
scene.
And then Jimmy slapped Paul for thinking, yeah, Elsa could have done something like that.
Yeah.
It was a big old bitch slap right
I mean,
upside his head.
He had to go and investigate for himself. So that's why he ended up there. But I mean, you were talking about Elsa. Yeah, Elsa's leaving too. Like, the episode starts off with her wheel of death, right? I mean, what was going through your eyes when you saw that wheel of death spinning with her with the knives and?
I knew someone was gonna get freaking stabbed.
I know. I was like, oh my god.
like,
she thinks she's this big, great performer. And
yeah.
Someone's
I
gonna
knew.
do good.
Heather's making me seasick.
I'm sorry, my leg itched really, really bad, and it was under my leg, so I had to move I'm not sitting at my desk.
I can tell.
There's a couch behind you.
There is definitely a couch.
I've got a nice new chair and a fancy desk. Because if I go over there, I'm going to start messing with WoW and trying to get in, and it's not going to work, and I'm just going to get pissed off. So I'm being a big girl and staying over here.
So let me ask you, Heather, if you saw the Wheel of Death contraption, and I was standing in front of it holding 6 knives, would you let me strap you into that?
Fuck no.
No? Nikki, you wouldn't let me... No?
Fuck no!
Dude,
Rachel?
I wouldn't let you anywhere near me.
I wouldn't even let you near the knives.
Rachel, would you trust me enough?
Hell no.
What? I would trust all of you.
Bullshit.
Well, okay, I would trust everybody but Heather.
See? I hate you.
You could probably trust me with the knives. You just can't trust my aim.
No, I could trust your aim. That's why I'm not worried. You wouldn't even hit the wheel.
I used to be a pitcher.
So,
Oh my god.
just because you're a pitcher doesn't that's why they put you there, so you couldn't hit the bat.
What?
Not making any sense. Just
No.
nod your head and smile. Just nod your head and
The
smile.
goal is for you not to hit the bat, correct?
No.
Right? That's the pitcher's goal is. You don't want to hit the bat.
There's so much more to it than that. So much more to it than that.
Oh my
Obviously,
god.
I'm trolling.
You're
Obviously.
fired.
Obviously.
You're fired.
So I wouldn't even be worried. The knife would go like behind her.
Oh.
She's like, well, just wait till you're here next time, motherfucker. I got knives.
I do.
I know, I saw them. They're actually...
This coming from the guy who was hit by a moccasin. You're welcome, Nikki.
I have a knife.
This particular moccasin.
Yeah, that's
This
the one.
exact one.
That's the one that clocked me in the side of the head.
Did you see the look on his face as soon as that was he was like, shit.
Yeah.
Shit, one of them remembered.
Well, if you guys were at the show, though...
I think Elsa got him in the gut on purpose.
Yeah, but if you guys were in the show, would you have gone in there? Like, Jimmy was so quick to stand up. Jimmy's like, I'll do it.
He's trying to be the protector and the daddy, and he wants to show everyone that it's okay.
I don't think he thought anybody else would step up. I think that's why he did it.
Because no one else is crazy.
But then when Paul jumped in and he's like, no, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And we already knew there was issues because Paul was sleeping with the local girl, Penny.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? And Elsa caught him. And we find out this episode that Elsa's kind of had this fling with him.
Yeah, but she's like, we don't fall in love with each other. Blah, blah. So why the fuck should she care that he's like with someone else?
Right.
I hate to say it, but she's a typical lonely woman. And
yeah.
She says,
God,
we're not
jealousy
gonna
issues.
fall in love, and that's all she is in love.
Yeah.
She doesn't even
She's
realize
in love
it.
with everything and
herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's a hypocrite is basically what it comes down to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
As soon as she strapped Paul to that, I was like, oh, she's gonna hit him somewhere.
Rachel seems to think it's on purpose. What about the
I
rest
think it was on purpose.
I think it was on purpose.
Considering what she said to him when he was laying in the bed, that she's not gonna feel anything if he dies. Yeah, it was on freaking purpose.
She's just that kind of fucking bitch to do something like
Yeah.
So let's say...
And she did. She said she was gonna call the cops. Never called the ambulance. Never called the ambulance.
Right.
Never called a doctor.
No.
Yeah, she did it on purpose.
But let's say you guys were in her position and you're not Elsa, but you guys are yourselves. Would you have been able to do that to somebody?
No.
What?
Let's
Actually throw
try.
a knife into somebody's gut?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
for,
strap you to something and we'll all stand in front of you with knives.
But I'm
and
saying
then-
for having
Yes.
a mutual sleep arrangement with this person, right? You have this mutual fling, and you have this no strings attached clause to this, and then you find out that he was sleeping with someone. Would you throw a knife into his gut?
No.
Let me
No.
tell you something
No.
about this whole no strings attached.
So Heather's like, yep, I would
One
totally
of
do
the
it.
two people are always going to get attached.
Yeah, of course.
And then when they want something more, you know what? Especially if it's the chick. I mean, some chicks get jealous, stupid, fucking do
Well,
dumb shit.
That's pretty sexist of you.
No, it's actually
It's true.
It's true.
Typically,
Men
women-
are more typical to be able to pull off a no strings attached sexual relationship than a woman is.
Mhm.
Men
It's
are emotional.
proven.
Well, men are emotional. No, women are emotional.
Some
men aren't
men are
emotional.
emotional.
Some
So
men
what?
are emotional.
Those
like
guys
I know
are
a
called
couple.
gay.
I know a couple straight guys who couldn't do it, but there are not many.
No, not many.
No.
It is harder for women to do it because women get the emotional attachment. And the first time they get that whole talk of, well, no strings attached. It's not happening. They will do some crazy shit.
Yeah. I mean, but before all this, we had the
believe that someone would not want her.
Yeah. But I mean, before all this, we had the going away party for Elsa, right?
No, it's her birthday.
Birthday?
Party.
I thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's her birthday.
It was kind of a going away / birthday party because who brought her the perfume?
No, it was a birthday celebration.
Yeah, but it was Ethel. Was it Ethel that brought the perfume and is like, this will be good for you out in Hollywood?
Yeah, but I mean,
It was that going away party.
it wasn't a going away party. It was a birthday party. They were just Ethel gave her a gift for when she was in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a gift for when I was gonna be in New York, and you know, it wasn't a going away party.
Yeah,
It was my birthday party. Same deal.
I guess. But she's just kind of like, when everybody like went to Paul's aid, and she got upset over that. Like, this is something she caused, and now she's upset that they're. Oh, of course they are.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't really like she didn't. It didn't say. Whoever told her didn't say that everybody was assuming she was in charge, in cahoots with like the twins disappearing. Basically, he just said like, "Oh, there's been talk." Doesn't mean it was everybody, and she just completely burst out, and then she was defending herself because she felt vulnerable because she had been lying.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how that works.
But then we saw Penny come looking for Paul. She finds out, you know, he has his injury. She goes in, and Elsa's there, and she's like, "Did you call the hospital?" She's like, "They're not in any rush," just flat out lying to her.
Yeah.
And she goes to leave, and Penny's just like screaming, you know, "Somebody help me!" Do you think they're gonna be able to save Paul in time, or do you think he's
I
done?
don't know.
I really hope so, because
hope so.
then
Yeah.
it'll prove that Elsa's a crazy bitch, and she needs to. They need to take care of her instead of her taking care of everyone, because
I'm
that's how
hoping
it's
that
going to
Paul
be.
and Penny run off together.
Yeah, because there's still so many people in the freak show who are looking at Elsa like she's their savior, like she's the one who's given
The
them
savior.
a reason. You
Well,
know.
I liked what Ethel told her straight up. You're lying to me. I will kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight out. No, there was no emotion on her face.
that
No,
was-
nothing. It was right after Elsa told her you're like a sister to me and everything.
That's
She's
in
just
regard
like,
to the twins, though. That's not even
Yeah.
to Paul. That was to
Well, I
the
know what she
twins.
said. If I
If I find out you're
Yeah.
lying about those twins, I'll kill you myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
And
think.
she's gonna find out because Jimmy's gonna find them.
Well, I
Yep.
mean, I think Ethel would do that if Elsa was lying about any of the other freaks too, because Ethel's just that kind of person. She is the mom.
She's
Yeah, and
a loyal person.
Ethel doesn't have
Yeah.
anything to lose anymore.
No.
She
No, she's
doesn't-
very
she's-
loyal, and she's dying too. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, she feels like she doesn't have anything to lose, yet she's fighting for everything.
Yeah.
Right. She's kind of the
She wants to
underdog
make-
here.
She kind of wants to make sure everything is settled and okay before she goes and croaks.
She's kind of like the underdog, but she's on top of the game. Like she's the head of everything here, right?
Yeah,
she
she is.
has everything, but has nothing all at the same time.
yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
But that's just a nod to Kathy Bates. She's just that great of an actress.
yeah.
I mean,
She really is.
Surely, yeah.
We got a sample of Elsa doing another song. As soon as I heard the song, I kind of rolled my eyes and started groaning. It was a September song by Frank Sinatra, but it was just a sample of it. And as soon as it was done, I went, "Wait, that's it? Okay."
yeah.
I was happy with it. It worked. But you guys think we're gonna hear the full cover of that song at some point?
I'll probably be on the CD.
You know, that CD that you theorize is going to exist.
It's only gonna be like a 5 or 6 track EP at this rate. There's only 3 songs right now, 3 full songs. So
What I'm hoping, I wasn't on last week's episode, but what I said to Mike was, you know, Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog with Neil? He's going to be singing. I hope he fucking sings.
Oh, yeah.
Neil
When he's
Patrick
on
Harris
this
has
show.
to sing coming
He
into this.
has to.
He has to.
He has to. So I'm hoping that happens, and then
Yeah.
the show will be done for me. I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
If
I'll be-
Neil Patrick Harris sings, there's no complaints from me. None. 0 zip zilch nada.
Mm-hmm.
So But for September Song, do you think we're gonna see that in the episode, other than like on iTunes or whatever? Do you think we'll see the full song somewhere creeping in the next episode?
No, I don't.
Probably not.
I don't see Elsa singing much longer after what happened to Paul. It's gonna be. She's gonna have so many people trying to shove shotguns up her ass for the next till the end of this freaking season. She's gonna have no time to sing.
Yeah.
I do like when she got pissed off, she kind of ran down what almost every person was at when she filmed them.
Yeah.
Kind of the backstory. And to find out that Salt and Pepper have a sister.
Yes.
Well, yeah, she's a normal.
Yeah.
She's
Every day.
So
Everyday
Salty and Pepper are related, which we didn't think they were at first, and I think it was said somewhere that they were not related.
yeah, they were husband and wife.
Yeah.
Which is,
they're not husband and wife. But it was said in Asylum that I forget now. Was it? She was framed for killing her husband. Is that what it was?
That's what it was.
So, are they brother and sister and husband and wife?
No,
Because we're gonna see her in episode 10 going to the asylum, and we haven't seen her kill her husband yet. We haven't even seen her husband yet.
Maybe it's just a cover story that the asylum made up a long time ago, and it's just
that was out of her mouth.
Camp.
When she was in the asylum explaining why she was framed, she said it was for killing her husband.
They could have married him because they didn't want them to marry anyone else and pass this gene along. We've already known from Dandy's past that inbreeding is the thing that happens in the South.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, were they a product of incest? We don't know that.
We don't know if they were or not.
No. Just could have been the same bad pregnancy, because I don't think they would be not fraternal twins.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless they show her husband coming up in an episode somewhere, or
Something.
I don't understand how Sister Mary Eunice is just gonna come out of nowhere and snatch her away. Salty's gotta die.
There's still a lot of unanswered questions when it comes to them.
Yeah, and that's episode 10.
They haven't really focused on them a lot.
Right.
They have 4 episodes till episode 10.
Right.
There could be a lot of story thrown at us before then.
There can.
Yeah.
They're giving us little tidbits about them, but nothing substantial.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see her marrying somebody out of nowhere. That's why I'm thinking that maybe they are an inbred couple.
White or wheat?
I don't know.
I just had another thought though when we were talking about Paul, aka Seal Boy. If Paul does not survive, then that kind of leaves room for Esmeralda to get Stanley off her back.
Mm-hmm.
If they can acquire the body.
It does.
I mean,
just for a little bit.
In that weird.
Does on that respect, but then also it's going to put everyone on Elsa's ass even more.
Right, but in that weird kind of future that could be sideshow story, we saw him stitched up at the chest as if he had went through an autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that is not a dream, then it's something we may see. I don't know. It may come to pass.
I don't know. I mean, we've gotten a little bit here and there of Paul, but I mean, we've been starting to see a lot of personality lately, and he's become a pretty lovable character.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you kind of want him to run off with Penny and have a good life, and
you want him to be happy,
right? But that's the thing.
You
want to build something like that up, and that's the worst thing that you could do is build up something and then rip it away.
His body, the girl's body, and that that didn't happen
yet.
You never know. I mean, they could be. I mean, the whole cupcake thing, that was stupid balls out of this world. It wasn't gonna happen. It was just Stanley's
Is it just
freaking
me?
imagination.
Or is it just weird when people on TV they eat like cupcakes like that? It looks so gross,
It looks
and they just like it just
slimy.
looks. Yeah, it's like they're
Cupcakes are like so. The cupcakes are so unattractive to watch somebody eat.
It's like, here, eat this cupcake in the most unattractive and most slobbery Saint Bernard way possible.
Oh no!
I want a fucking cupcake.
But why is it just cupcakes?
Mike.
Cupcakes are just muffins with frosting on them. You never hear anybody say that about muffins.
Looks like your server
Muffins
crashed.
and cupcakes are baked, and they have 2 different types of ingredients.
They're the same thing.
Whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm going with Dom here. I'm like, they're building up for something with Penny and Paul, and Paul's not gonna make it.
I mean, Penny stood up to her father, right? In
Yeah.
this whole scene and like all that, and then if she runs away for nothing, like that's gonna be hell for her to go back home to.
Yeah.
I don't think she will go back home.
I don't
No.
either. So that's gonna leave her nowhere to go, but stay with the circus, the freak show.
I almost think she's gonna be led somewhere else, and it's gonna be another tangent that brings the freak show a little bit of trouble.
Or another victim for Dandy.
There's that.
I mean, at this point, we don't know what to do with the character. Dandy can kill them off.
I was surprised that they brought in, God, I can't remember his name, and then have him killed off so fast.
Mr. Peep. Meep.
Meeps?
Meep.
No, the gay guy. He's the
Oh.
guy from White Collar.
Oh, he was just a filler character for Dell.
I know, but it's just surprising they brought in someone that's somewhat big and only had him there for an episode.
Well,
They kind of
look
do
at
that all
Adam
the time. Look at
Yeah,
last...
look at
what
Adam
was it?
Levine.
Yeah.
In Asylum, he was there for what, the beginning scene, and that's it, and maybe a couple flashbacks.
He was in, I think, 3 episodes total, and I don't think he had more than 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, he really.
And
he's
what,
a
the
big
lead
person.
singer of Maroon 5?
Maroon 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I-
And they've done that a few times.
I was going to make that point, but I didn't know the lead singer's name, so I'm glad you called him by name. I was just going to call him the singer from Maroon 5.
Ouch.
But I mean, I guess the only other little thing, and no pun intended here, but what about Ma Petite being Elsa's little cuddle buddy blanket thing?
That's just freaky.
It's called Freak Show for a reason.
I know, but that's just beyond. That's like
My little
you know,
swaddle baby.
She's an adult, and you're treating her like a little baby.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I mean,
She's so cute though.
She is. She's really cute.
She's so cute.
she's adorable, and
The
she
thing,
probably
I mean,
would
put
smack
yourself
you
in
for
her.
that, but
Put yourself in her
I know.
position. I mean, would you want someone to always pick you up and treat you like a little baby
It's,
when you're 20 plus years old?
I'm
that-
pretty sure
I think she's like what, 22 or 23?
Yeah.
She did say that. She said she hates it when people come up to her in real life and want to pick her up like a kid
Yeah.
and stuff. But for the sake of this show, because it is her
Yeah.
first acting job, that she's accepting it because it's part of the story. It's part of her role.
right.
And she's doing it great.
She is.
She's doing a great job. This girl's from India,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, she's phenomenal. I really enjoy her, and I hope they don't kill her off as quickly. I know that was a concern that I had. Was it last episode or the episode before? I was like, Ma Petite, she's gonna be the one to go. I didn't know her name at the time. I don't know if her name was actually revealed until this episode.
No,
I
it
think
was.
they've said
Was
it in
it?
passing.
Yeah.
Okay. This was the first
But-
episode where I actually noticed it.
Yeah.
So, but
Ma Petite is kind of a pet name.
yeah. They all like Seal Boy and
Yeah.
Was it Meep the
I'm
Peep,
sorry.
whatever he is? I don't know.
No, it was Meep the Geek.
Meep the Geek. Rest in
You're
peace,
in an
Meep.
endless loop.
Anyway, you guys have anything else for this episode?
No.
I don't know. It's just I think I can't stand Dot. Bet and Dot, they're so different.
They're so
and
different. Yeah.
I
And
think that's what makes them
That's
great.
the-
Is they're
that's
so
the point.
contrasting.
They are, and there's no middle ground, which is what really kind of like actually drives me nuts.
That's my favorite part of them.
See, I like a little bit of structure when it comes to this kind of stuff, and with Bet and Dot being so different and like complete opposite sides of the spectrum, I'm like, what? Where am I looking? What's going on?
Yeah, I think we forgot to mention the whole Dandy's mom giving him his little treat at the table.
What was the treat?
It was a mound of condoms.
Oh, they were in boxes, so I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Those
even
condoms.
know.
The time period that they've set in, like I'm actually really impressed.
1953.
Yeah, I'm really impressed at like what they've been doing and stuff with the old product placement and stuff. Because I noticed a pack of Good and Plenty's that he had on the table next to when he was with Bet and Dot, and the Good and Plenty's had the original box, like the black and it was like hot pink style box, like the really really old school one, and it's not the classic purple and white one that you see now. And I was like,
it was really... funny. She didn't call them condoms; she called them prophylactics.
Yeah, prophylactics.
Maybe that's why I didn't make the connection. I was like,
yeah.
It was just funny because his mom didn't, the whole inbreeding in their family, and she didn't want it to be tainted anymore.
What about when his mom was reading Bet's diary?
Mm-hmm.
Or Dot's diary, rather.
He was reading Dot's diary.
Somebody's.
Yeah.
He was reading
It was Dot's.
He was still sticking up for them.
Yeah.
She's trying everything to, like, keep him to herself. Not in that way. She just doesn't want to let him go. You know what I mean?
It's so funny. It's like they think that if he thinks they're going to get he wants them to get a surgery, and Dot wants them to get a surgery. But Dot wants Bet gone, but I think Dandy wants Dot gone.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants either one of them gone. He just likes the fact that he's got 2 in 1.
I think after this revelation out of her diary, he wants Dot gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe.
He might be more hard on her.
Yeah.
If that Dandy is capable of that, he might be a little bit more hard on her. Right in the face.
Prophylactics.
Prophylactics.
But yeah, I don't know. I think he's gonna start approaching Dot differently. He's not gonna like hate on her. He's gonna, go a different direction.
I think he's gonna be fed up at this point and ship him back to the freak show, and I think that's gonna start a whole shitstorm with
Elsa, yeah.
With Elsa and Ethel and Jimmy.
Well, he did say he's here for the girls.
Shit's gonna hit the fan really soon because Ethel and Jimmy are gonna go back, and like there's gonna be this big frustrating moment, and then Dell's gonna get involved, and and Jimmy and Dell are gonna find out about each other, and when all of this goes down, it's gonna be all at once. It's gonna be boom. It's gonna be chaos, and you know what? It's gonna be the episode just before the break.
Well, now we know why Dell.
Nikki's sitting there going, "You motherfucker," because that's exactly what's gonna happen.
We know why Dell liked Ethel and the extra large clitoris.
Oh God.
Heather was just saying how she needs like some more substance to get interested in all this stuff because the season's just not doing it for her. What happens when shit hits the fan? Is that going to be enough for you?
Then. Probably.
When shit hitting fans is a really horrible thing.
It's
I'm
messy.
pretty sure it's super messy. I'm gonna go dive in from behind like the sofa or something.
You're gonna stand behind.
I don't want none of that shit on me.
No.
I don't want to deal with that.
Anyway, next week the episode is called Test of Strength. Must be a strongman episode.
Strength.
I'll say.
Strength.
The woman of the freak show rally against Dell after his latest act of violence. Dun dun dun. A strange encounter with Dandy raises Jimmy's suspicion about the clown murders. That's it. Very in-depth synopsis.
I'm guessing that the girls found out that he went and broke the doctor's hand so she couldn't get her clitoris.
You know how they're going to find out? It's going to be when they go and call for Paul.
Yeah.
They're going to go behind Elsa's back, call Paul for some like emergent, or call the doctor for Paul.
You better call Saul.
No! Wrong universe.
Well, Jimmy was there when Dandy was there.
Yeah,
for the house, so
I'm thinking
he
that,
might.
you know,
Some things might start clicking. He might be doing the same things.
You know, Jimmy's there at Dandy's house right now. Dandy told the girls a lie about the clown murder, saying he was there, he killed Twisty, and then Jimmy's gonna have a chance to talk with the girls. I don't know if they're gonna go back with him, or if he's just gonna get like a little one, just, you know, just to talk to them. And Dot's gonna be like, Dandy told us this, and then Jimmy's gonna go, he was there. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And he's gonna probably watch his mannerism, because the way he acted in the clown costume is exactly the way he acts outside of the clown costume.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, if I didn't
Are you muted?
Yes.
Okay, you're muted.
I was
I
saying.
mean, he's very flamboyant.
It's not really flamboyant. It's more like just an idiot.
Anyway, I think that about wraps things up. Lower thirds are in all kinds of
Different places.
because technical errors before the show. I didn't have time to fix them. Heather, where can the people find you?
I'm on Twitter.
With the things
Right
and
there.
stuff. You can find her.
I'm way down there.
I-
You can find me
I
at
can't move them.
OLARIS_RH.
way down there. Well,
Yes.
wait.
It won't let me move them right now, so
Got it.
just gotta deal with it. Rachel, where can the people find you?
Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
You can find me right there.
It's in the right
That's Savannah17 on Twitter.
This way.
I'm gonna save Nikki's for last because I have to drag it in. I don't know where it's gonna go. But you can find me down below at Phenomenon PHENOMEDOM. You can find there. I'll just put it there. Oh wait,
It's right there.
No, it's not letting me move them.
Dun, dun,
There you
dun,
go.
dun. There.
Actually, you know what? There we go.
Right over your face. There we go.
Eventually, one day, he will get this all right.
Never.
Actually. Maybe.
Perfect.
That'll ever happen.
Yes, you can find
Me. Oh, me. Down at the Lady Venom 24 on Twitter.
right there. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, G+, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast. There's more
Yeah.
podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Till next week. See you guys
The
later.
balcony is closed.
The muffin shop is closed.
I'm so
You know the
fucking
Muffin Man?
hungry.
No, have you ever seen that movie? The one with what's her name? Mandy Moore, the Saved movie.
I think I have.
Yeah, it's
It's
called
kinda one of
Saved.
those- It's kind of one of those movies you might have seen on a weekend.
Yeah, it makes fun of religious schooling and stuff like that. Like
What does this have to do with muffins?
the chick in there is coming out of the room and she's drunk and she turns around and tells the guy the muffin shop is closed and she slams her knees shut.
Oh.
Wow.
That's what it has to do with motherfucking muffins.
And
That kind of muffin.
on that
Kind of
note,
muffin.
we're out of here.